Everyone, this is ELLA-VIC machine knitting. We want to go at once into practical. Okay. Now I'll be teaching with the brother knitting machine. Brother KH588. This is the simplest knitting machine anybody can have. Once you have this machine, you can operate any other machine. When we have exhausted this machine, we are going to go into the punch card. And if by God's grace we exhaust the punch card, we'll go to the electric machine and the rig bar attachment. I will advise you to make good use of these lessons. They will help you. In case you have packed your machine for some time due to you could not operate it, you can use these videos to start again. Okay, before we start knitting, I would like to introduce this machine. You know, there are certain parts in the machine that people do not understand. And so sometimes it's difficult to operate. Some are even saying, this machine cannot do this, this machine can do this. By the time we are done with lecture, you find out that this machine can do so much. You can, if you have this machine, you can start making business, you can start making money. And that is what we are dedicated to do, what I'm dedicated to do in this video, in this tutorial. So, I want to start. I divide this machine into three. On my own view, I divide it into three. I call one part the machine bed. You will see the bed. You see, I call it the machine bed. The machine bed. You see the machine bed. Okay. Now, this machine bed is numbered. It's numbered 0. You see it to the left hand side. 0 is at the center. Now this is 0. This is 10. You see 10 on this side. See the 0. This is a 0. And this is 10. 20. You see 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. From the center, you have the same thing. 10, 20, 30, till you get to 100. Till you get to 100. Now, why? Why didn't they measure it? Why didn't they just start the 0 from one end and get to 200 to the other end? No. This was made this way so that you can measure whatever you are knitting on both sides, and it will have the same measurement. Assuming you want to make you know, as a tailor, sometimes when the tailors want to cut, they fold the material into 2 and they fold it into 4 pieces. That's what they're trying to do on the knitting machine. When you pick a particular needle on both sides, the same measurement, it tries to give you a good width measurement of your knitted work. So that's that about the needle. Another thing on the machine bed is this. Another thing to take note of on the machine bed is the row counter. The row counter, very important. Just as we looked at these numbers, can you leave the light there? See these numbers now. 0 to 10. This tries to give us, this 0 to 200 we're talking about, gives us the width of the knitted work. But this row counter, it gives us the length. The number I can see there now is 24. 024. Now, if I want to start a fresh knitting, I'll not just start with any number I see. I need to adjust it to 000 so that I can have accurate counting of what I'm doing. And to adjust the number, this first button, you adjust it anti-clockwise like this. Anti-clockwise 0. Then the next button, this next button, clockwise. Then the last button, anti-clockwise. So it's now 0 0. Let me say it again. Anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Get to 0 0, you can start your knitted work. That's that about the row counter. The next we're looking at is the yarn tension. The yarn tension. This is what we use to split the thread. Come on, show me this. You're covering it now. Why is this there? This is the yarn tension. This is used to fix the thread. This is used to fix the thread for knitting. We will learn how to fix the thread when we want to start knitting. The next part we're looking at is the pattern center. It's something like a keyboard. There are buttons. It's called the pattern center. Now it's numbered 1 to 8. It's numbered 1 to 8. You can see that. Every button you depress gives a pattern when the needles are selected. Then the red button depresses it. That's you want to cancel it to do another one. If I depress 1 and 5 and select the needle, you see a pattern will come out. Now when I want to end that particular pattern, I depress with this machine is old. So you have to bring the take her out. So this is called the pattern center. As we start knitting, we'll understand it better. Then we have the reverse lever. That's also around the pattern center. This is the reverse lever. When you want to knit something, the reverse of it, you push this button to this side, the reverse of each side. Another one is the set lever, all on the machine bed. This is just like this machine is not set when this lever is not in the right position. Now the right position for this lever is not this dark, it's not this dark button, it's this other one. When this lever is there, it shows the machine is set. But when you bring it down to this other side, it shows the machine is somehow not set for work. It will not function well. So this is called the set button. It's also part of the reverse lever that can make the pattern center to move. So that's all about the machine bed. We see the needles. The needle is numbered 0 to 200, and it's 0 to 100 the left side, 0 to 100 the right side. Then another is the row counter, used to measure the length of your knitted work. We have the pattern center, where when you depress any button, it gives you a pattern. And when you want to release or end that pattern, you press the red key. We have the set button and the reverse buttons too. Okay, the row counter, the pole is there. The next we want to look at is the key carriage. The key carriage. To me, this seems like the main part of the machine. When the key carriage is faulty, that machine cannot work. The key carriage, the major parts on this key carriage, we have the machine handle. This is the machine handle, very important. Firmly tight, it can be loose. When you want to pack the machine, this handle is not that way. You can lose it and fix it in the case. When we want to work, we fix it back and tighten it. So we have the machine handle. We also have the tension dial, another very important part of the key carriage, the tension dial. Now it's numbered 1 to 10. Tension dial is numbered 1 to 10. 0, 1 to 10. Now 0 to 5 shows thickness, as you want that knitted work to be very thick. Any number very thick, 0, 1, very tight, 3, 4, 5, those are tight tension. Now when you want a loose tension, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shows looseness of your knitted work. So that's what about the tension dial. We also have the lock. There's a lock button. Lock button. Lock and open. What's the use of this? Assuming you're knitting a design, let's bring out some needles. And you want to suspend some needles, let them not work. Then you can lock the machine. See this? You lock it. So as I knit fast, see these buttons are suspended. I go back, they are suspended because I've locked the head of the machine. Now let me lose it. Let me unlock. See what will happen. They are now at work. The needles are now at work. The needles are now at work. Now there's also something we need to know about needles at work. You see that the machine bed, there are positions for the needle. At position A, every needle is at rest. Just as you see now, they are at rest. They are not working. But see the little ones I brought out. They are at position B. Look at it. They are at position B. Know that they are at work. Position C, you want to do some patterns. Position D, also patterns. Then position E, that is they are at rest. And for you to get a needle to be at position E and then not work, you need the lock and the unlock button. So if I lock again, and I want to work on these selected needles, see what will happen to them. Jesus Christ.